we could play anyway. We used to take a picnic. It was great, a picnic, 2 slices of jam and bread, maybe some hot tea to start off with, but by the time we got the picnic it was cold. But children were children. I mean, I played with little dolls and made dolls' dresses and things like that when I was little. It's unheard of now. Although I think a lot of things are coming back. We ran races. Oh yes. We ran just among ourselves. We danced at different schools. You see, the dancing in those days was the what is it they call it now? Folk dancing. Well, we used to go from one with the teacher. She would give her time up and take it to another school. And we used to dance at their school. But it was all the games where you did it in 4s, usually that. As long as you had socks on and a cotton dress, it was all right. But a lot of provision was made to entertain children. We didn't really take the entertaining they do now, not that so. We went to the penny matinee. That was what the pictures we called it. And we used to go to see that when we'd see maybe a horrible one, you know, we'd be terrified, but we still went back again. The lads used to throw nuts at you, because you were down below, the ones that were better off were up above. And they used to be throwing monkey nuts on your head, you know. But all those things we enjoyed as children. We had each part of the year, we had either ball games or dancing, or sometimes it was something else that we would play, skipping rope. And you had a song to each one you played, because when my daughter started to teach, she says, "Mom, can you not remember it all?" I said, "Not all of it. Not what we used to sing to. But if we skipped, we sang to it or counted to it. You played dobbers, as we called it. You had what we called a hitchy dobber. It was a nice flat piece of slate, and you used to have to play with that. And if you got on the line, well, you were out. You had to keep it off the line, work with them. All those were games that we made up, really, and people were amused. Not bored stiff. I can never remember being bored at school. Never. We always had something. I never liked geography. I didn't know one end from the other. Teacher says it's not because you can't do it, it's because you don't like it. But, I kept fairly decent in class. About 6 of us used to take turns, you know. You were put up or put down. If you didn't get the marks, you were put down to the front. That's where the teacher could keep an eye on you if you got into mischief. But I often think now children aren't children like we were. A lady next to me, she had a big family, and they used to play with us. And whatever we needed to know, we just went and asked their mother, because I never knew the facts of life. I didn't. I definitely didn't. Now the kids can teach me something. But somebody once told us that the way they had babies, and we wouldn't believe it. It was an older girl telling me. And this young one among us, she says, "You come home with me, my mother will tell you the truth about that." She said, "You couldn't possibly have babies like that, you wouldn't be alive." But one girl, if she was left in, she was allowed to make with chips. Well, you know, that they wouldn't do that these days, let you have a pan of fat. But it was on the fire, there was an open fire, you know. Now children aren't children like we were. I played with dolls till I was 10.